Hello, Sergeant Devildog here. Welcome to episode 18 in my series on construction simulators. In this episode we are taking on a new contract again. So what we need to do is go in the jobs, contracts. We've got a garage, a single family home, warehouse, a second family home. We then have another house. We have pipe works, we have water systems and transport. We've done the last three, so we might go and have a look at this garage addition. There's 6 stages to this contract. So we'll just click on this one. We get 89,400 for doing it, so we might accept this contract. Righto, we need to pick up some material from our building supplier. So what we'll do, we'll exit out of this and we'll go to our yard and we'll pick up our truck. So we'll go into our vehicle fleet, we'll take our semi out of storage, we'll take our flatbed out of storage, we'll take most of these vehicles out of storage while we're in here, so we'll use them during this job. Now we'll exit out and we'll go and jump in our truck and actually hook our trailer up, and we'll head off to our building supply store to pick up our pallets of material we need. We need 3 pallets of material, so we just head forward. We're actually taking the prime mover with actually a crane on it, so we can unload ourselves without hiring another vehicle. Next, to hook up our trailer, change the camera views, and we'll head off. I'll turn the lights on, it's starting to get dark. We have 3 pallets of wood to collect, so we'll head out here, go out the front gate and turn to our right, and just up around the hill is the building supply. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video, and when we get closer to the building supplier I'll actually start again. Rightio, we're coming up to our builder supply store. It's the same one as in episode 1 where we picked our pipe up from. So we'll just swing around the back here, do a U-turn. Remember to park your vehicle inside the yellow designated area painted on the ground so we can auto load our product onto our truck. So we'll just nudge forward here a bit, park inside this yellow box, and then we'll jump out of our vehicle and we'll run around to the front of the shop. Once we get to the front of our shop, we simply hold our triangle button down and we'll enter the shop. Now what we're looking for is these boxes of material with a red circle on them. These are material we need to pick up, and it actually tells you the quantity you need. So we'll go through and pick all these up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 or 7 different lots of material we need to buy, so we'll buy them all while we're here. Now we can go into checkout. Make sure you highlight the autofill and then hold the X button in to exit, and the stuff will automatically load on the back of your truck. Lucky we brought our big truck with us, so it all fit on. There we go, it's all nicely stacked on. Now what we'll do is we'll jump in our truck and head off to our job site. Right, it's just up around the corner, it's nice and close. It's halfway back to the yard. So what I'll do is I'll just drive out the front gate here, and I'll cut the video again, and when we're pulling up on the job site I'll take the video back up. We'll see you when we get to the job site. Righto, we just come up to the job site on our right hand side here. As you can see, there's some blue highlighted boxes on the ground. This is the different material we need to unload. So I'll just nudge forward here, hold the square button in, put the truck in the crane mode so we can unload our product. Now, it looks like we only need 3 different products out of the 6 we've actually got on board. So we'll have to sort through the different products and only pick the material off the truck we need. As you can see, when we lift our crane up, there's a white circle underneath the hook of the crane. This is showing you where the hook will land. So we simply bring the white circle over top of the blue circle on the pallets of equipment, and when it turns green, hit the X button and you'll hook a chain up to the load. So we'll grab this first pallet just here. As you can see, once we picked it up, there are 3 blue objects on the ground. One of them made a different colour blue. This is where we need to dump the product we've got on our crane. So we'll drop this one down on this first square. Where the blue circle goes green, you can drop it off. Now what we'll do is we'll swing around and grab our next pallet of material. Looks like a pallet of wood, a short pallet of wood. We'll grab this pallet and swing around. There we go, that's the one next door to the first lot. So we need to extend our boom out a little bit. There we go, we'll swing around to our left. Once the blue highlighted square goes green, you just hit the X button and you'll drop the load. Rightio. Now we need a load of long pillars. So I think this is a far right pallet. Just needs to boom in a bit. Need to move our circle across. There we go. We'll hook up, lift up our load, and swing around. There we go. We'll get past the load and then lower it down. And when it goes green, we'll drop it off. Right, we'll drop it off. Now it's actually asking us to unpack the material, so we'll pack up the crane, we'll quickly jump out of our truck and run around to the equipment on the ground. When we get here, simply hold your triangle button in and you'll unpack the equipment. It looks like now it wants us to put in 4 pillars in the ground, so we'll go and climb back in our truck and we'll use our crane to pick up the 4 pillars. So we'll lift our arm back up. And what we'll need to do is get our white circle over the top of the blue circles on the ground so we can pick our pillars up. We'll start with the far right hand pillar first and then work to the left, place them in one at a time. So we'll just extend our boom out. As we're extending it out, we'll lower it down. Match our white circle with the blue circle. Once it turns green, we'll pick up the pillar. Alright, we don't want that pillar. The far one on the right. Move across to the right a little bit. There we go, we'll drop down and we'll pick it up. Now we'll swing across to our right and extend our boom out. Hopefully that's lined up, extend our boom out. There we go. In this camera angle we actually lose where we're putting the pillar. So we're just looking for it. Right, there we go. Lift it up. Bring the boom in a tiny bit. There we go, it goes green, hit X and it'll drop into place. Now we can bring our boom back in and swing around and pick our next pillar up. Not a very good camera angle for doing this. Now bring our boom back in. Drop back down. Bend back out a little bit. So we'll hook up the next one. Lift it up. Swing around to our right. Try to line the circle up on the ground, then we'll extend our boom out. Try to get this one in the hole straight away. Alright, Drop that one in. Now we'll bring our boom back in and swing around. Boom down, bring it back in. Closer we get to the job, the shorter we have to extend our arm. Get around to the right a little bit. Try to lift it up over these other two pallets. There we go. Keep extending it out. Bring it out a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Drop that one into place. At least we'll be able to see this fourth pillar when we put it in, so we'll be able to see it around the edge of the house. Right, get that boom down, extend out a bit, look up. Just as simple as extending our boom out. It should line up. Right, move it to the right a tiny bit. Extend out and drop it into place. Now it's asking us to unpack the rest of the material, so we'll pack our crane up again, climb out of our truck, run around to the last two pallets, and we'll unpack these two pallets. Rightio, we just got paid $27,000. Looks like we've put a deck on the front of the house. Right, now it's asking us to remove some topsoil, so we need to move our truck out of the way. So we'll park it down the street. Now we go into our vehicle fleet again, and we'll come down to our dump truck. And what we need to do is hold our X button down and we'll fast travel to our truck. This won't cost you anything. Now what we'll do is we'll drive our truck back to the job site, and then we'll come back and get the backhoe. When you're actually excavating material, if you're dumping in the back of a dump truck, you can actually sell the material to make some extra coin on the job. So take advantage of being able to put your soil in the back of a truck to make a little bit extra money. We'll cut down here. The house we're working on is not too far around the street. There it is, it's the third one in. So what we'll do is we'll pull up to this job site. I'll swing out wide and just reverse back onto the block. Change the camera view. Right. So we can see outside the truck, make it easier to reverse onto the block. Swing up this way. Now I'll reverse back around, trying to square up. So I've got myself enough room to turn my backhoe inside the job site. Just trying to go back far enough and not quite far enough to hit the house. Now we'll jump out of our vehicle, we'll bring up our vehicle fleet again. We'll go to the backhoe, we'll hold down the X button to enter the backhoe. Right, we'll change the view, and now we'll drive our backhoe back to the job site. Oop, missed the tree, swing around, back out the front gate, and turn right. It suggests you use a front end loader to do the job, but I don't own a front end loader, so I'm using the equipment I do, so I don't have to hire any other pieces of equipment to try to save some money. Hopefully once we finish this job we'll have enough money to actually buy a front end loader. Most of the jobs I've got left to do seems like you need a front end loader to move the soil. Right, we'll cut the corner a little bit, swing it around here. Okay, we'll go past the truck and change the video camera view so we can actually see outside the machine, and then we'll start excavating the soil. There we go. Drop the bucket in, just dive in. We need to excavate the soil outside of this yellow box, or all the soil inside this yellow box, As you can see, the yellow line's gone around your speedo again. This shows you how much soil you've got in your bucket. So a bucket's full. So I'll just swing around and tip this off inside the truck. Lift up, and tip off. I suppose if you hired a loader, you could do this job quicker because the bucket on this backhoe is not that big. So I'll just try to work either side of this. Only 11% with one bucket load, so we'll see how much we get with a second. There we go, we'll reverse back and we'll tip off. There we go. I've just jumped forward a bit. We've only got 2% to do, and it's hard to find where the extra 2% of this job is to finish actually digging it out. Everything's so level. Oh, I'll just under the fence. I'll just reverse back a little bit. I've got 3/4 of a bucket, so I might actually take this and tip it off and try to go again. Right, we'll tip in the back of the truck. Still only got 2% to go, so makes it hard when the block's fairly level. Nowhere to dig. Only dig out a little bit at a time. Didn't really get that much in the bucket. You just keep going back and forth. I'm trying to dig a bit early, so by the time I hit where the yellow box was, I'm already digging into the ground. We're not getting much each bucket load. Trying to crowd the bucket forward a little bit when I do it, so we might tip this little bit of soil out. As I said before, if I had a bigger machine it might be easier to dig this out. Alright, square our bucket up and go again. Try to drop the bucket in a bit early. Scrape some material as we go in. 99%, so it's not going to take much. Just got to get that 1%. And there we go, we're 100%. You've now got a blue box appeared. And it's actually asking you to clear the job site. So I'll actually take our backhoe out, I'll empty out the bucket, and it will clear the job site. Rightio, it's actually asking us to drop the rest of the material off that we have on our truck. So I've just got the truck parked just down the street. So I'll climb out of my backhoe, quickly run around and jump in the truck and sell this material in the back of the truck. Make a little bit of extra coin. Bring it up, sell it. So made about 2.5 grand selling that. Now we'll go into our vehicle fleet and we'll return the backhoe to the store, and we'll return the truck in the storage. This way the vehicles get refueled and repaired until the next time we need them. So run down the street and jump in our truck. We'll just drive forward just enough so I can actually set the crane back up and we'll unload the material. So we'll go back in the crane mode. And now what we'll do is we'll swing our crane out and drop our last 4 pallets of material on the ground. We don't need to go back to the supply store because we picked them up the first time we were there. Alright, so turn around, swing our arm back out. There we go. Extend our boom out. We might pick them up in order, working from front to back. Swing our hook out. Lift it up a little bit, bend it out a tiny bit. Oh, a little bit wild there, come back across. lower it down. I wish you could actually change the camera angle on this job so you could make it easy to operate the crane. Rightio, pick the second pallet of drums up. We'll just swing this around and drop it in its position. Alright, we'll extend our boom out. Once our blue square goes green, we can place it on the ground, hit X to unload the hook, and then we'll swing back around. Track the hook, swing back around to our right, trying to grab this first pallet. There we go, extend all the way back. Hook it up. We'll boom back in a little bit so it's not grabbing on the mesh at the back. And we'll swing around to our left. Rightio, it's pallet at the back. So we'll try not to hit our awning, but we need to extend out a little bit and then lower down. Alright, she's green, we'll drop it right on the ground, hit X. Now we'll come back in. Right, let's put this first pallet first. Right, down, green, hook it up. Swing back around. Oh, bit wide there. Extend it out. Drop down, bit to the right. Oh, got to lift it up a tiny bit. Drag it across and drop it off. And now we've got our Rio. This is the last thing we've got to pick up. Hopefully the crane's long enough to actually reach all the way to where we need to drop this. Like that. Pick it up. Make sure you lift it up high enough so it swings over the fence. There we go. In line, we just need to extend out a little bit and slowly drop it down. And there it is. Now it's actually asking you to unpack everything. So we'll climb back in the truck, pack everything up. Then we'll jump out of the truck and run around and unpack the material. Rightio. Now it's actually asking us to pour a concrete slab. So what we'll do is we'll go into our vehicle fleet again, and this time we'll return the trailer. We'll put it in storage, and that way we still leave the crane truck here so we can actually lift material up. And now we'll go back into our vehicle fleet and we'll actually highlight our concrete truck. Just hit the X button so we fast travel to the concrete truck. We'll change the camera view. Now we'll drive our concrete truck back to the job site. And when we get to the job site, we can mix some concrete up and then pour our slab. So we'll come up the front gate, drive through the front gate and go to our right again. Up the hill a little bit, first street on our left. We come up to the rise. Try not to take out the stop sign this time. Go out a bit wide. And then we'll drive back around here. What we'll do is drive past our crane truck and then try to reverse onto the job site. Change the camera view. There we go. We'll leave our crane truck where it is. We'll try to swing out here. And swing back around. Try not to hit that light pole. Back a bit. Swing around. And then we'll go straight back. Just nudge it back a little bit. Straight back. Right, now we'll put it in the crane mode, or pump mode. We'll actually lift up our concrete pump. arm and swing this out into position. It goes 3 ways. It's got like 3 extensions on it. There we go. Lower the third arm down. Now we'll try to push away. We're going to lift up and push away at the same time. This arm's fairly hard to get used to actually using, because you lift the back part, but you've also got to extend the front part. Where the green circle on the slab is, that's where the concrete will pour out. So we'll try to get it right down the back end of the slab, and then we can work left to right or right to left. Right, so we can swing across that way. Now what we'll do is turn our discharge of concrete on, and then we'll turn the concrete pump on, and we'll start pouring our slabs. There we go. Slowly let the concrete pour into the slab. Once the numbers stop moving up, the concrete stops running, we'll then actually try to move everything. Turn it back off. What we'll do is reset the pump. Now we'll go again. What we'll do, right up against the house, so we can swing right across in one big pour. So what we'll do is put it back up against the house, turn our pump on. There's the concrete going in our concrete pump. Turn the concrete pump on, and there we go. It's pouring out and slowly spreading out itself. So we'll slowly move across. Keep it moving across, keep it moving across. Just a bit more. There we go. A little bit more so it goes right up against the wall. I'll try to lift it up a bit so it fills in the back a bit, spills out a bit more. Right, yep. So then we'll head back across the other way. Try to get the concrete to run to fill in that gap between the 2 pieces. Once we get to here and the concrete stops running, we'll actually stop and reset the head again. Right, doesn't look like it's going to fill that gap in. So we'll stop the pump, and we'll reposition our nozzle again, and then we can start the pump back up. So we've got to lift the back section up, then crowd the front section down. Lift it up, tilt down. Up. There we go, it's now green. We should be able to fill this front section in now. Lower it down a bit. Should be able to go left to right again. Alright, we'll start our pump back up. Pour our concrete. Start our pump. By the time we get across the front of this block, we should fill 100% of the slab. Alright, just slowly do it as it runs. And there we go. So we'll stop our concrete discharge and our concrete pump. And then what we'll do is we'll pack our pump up. It's asking us to actually exit the site. So we'll hop in the truck, go to drive mode. We'll actually drive clear of the slab. Alright, arms down. Change our vision. The legs are still down. So there they go. And now we can start moving forward and move clear of the job. Now it's asking us to put the frame walls up. So what we'll do is we'll jump out of the concrete pump and run around and hop back in our crane truck. And we'll reposition our crane truck so we can put the walls up. Alright, pack the crane up, put our legs up. Right, drive mode. Why is it not going? Oh, there we go, legs are going up now. Now what we'll do is we'll drive forward and reverse in next to the garage extension, and then we can put our legs back out and actually use the crane on the back of the truck to put the walls up. Alright, go in the crane mode. Okay, once we're in crane mode, as you can see, there's a blue circle on the ground in front of the frame. We need to put our white circle for our hook over top of that blue circle on the frame, and then we can pick the frames up. Looks pretty easy. There's only 3 pieces to the outside frame. Right, we'll just extend our boom back a little bit till the blue circle goes green. Then we can hook up our first frame. Go down a little bit, extend out a little bit. There we go. We'll lift our first frame up. As you can see, this is the doorway to the garage, so it's the first blue section we come to. So we'll just extend our boom straight back and then lower it down. When the first front frame goes green, we can drop it into place. So we'll just bring our boom back in, goes green, so we can hit the square button and it's locked in. Now we'll bring our circle back over the blue circle on the frames and pick our second piece up. The second piece has a doorway in it, so it looks like it's the very back wall of the garage. So we'll extend our boom right out, hopefully lifting it up high enough so we get over the front piece, the frame. Right, we've made it over the front, so we can start extending out and lowering the frame as we go back. Just extend it a little bit further. There we go, it's green, so we can drop it into place. And now we've got our final wall. What we'll do, we've got no way of actually spinning the frame around, so we'll just try to lift it up over the front wall and put a bit of the frame like across the blue square, and then when it drops into place it should swing itself around and square up. So we'll lift over the front wall. Oh, caught it on the side of the building a bit. Need to swing our right a tiny bit. Oh, not too far, so we get it hooked on the fence when we try to drop the frame down. There we go, we'll go over and then we'll just lower it down. There we go, it's green, so we'll drop it into place. Now it's actually asking us to clear out of the area, so we'll have to pack the crane up, put our legs back up and then drive forward. We'll drive forward out of the blue square. Rightio, now it's wanted us to lift up the roof trellises, so we'll just reverse straight back. As you can see, the roof trellises are now appeared on the square on the ground. So we'll have to reset our crane back up, put our legs down. We'll have to swing our crane out. Lift up, swing around. Swing our arm out. And we'll extend our boom out. Extend our arm out. So lower it down, hook it up, lift the frame up and extend out. If you actually do the recommendations of what Hap says to do, he actually tells you to rent a tower crane and put it in the side of the house, so you wouldn't actually have to keep moving your truck every time you needed to move a frame. You could just hop in and out of your tower crane, but I'm trying to save costs, so I'm using the crane on the back of this truck. Just move the frame back a little bit, swing it to the left a bit, and it will drop it into place. Now it's asking us to clear out of the area again, so we'll pack our crane up, put our legs up, and we'll drive forward a bit, clear out of the square. You wouldn't have to do this, as I said, if you had your tower crane. The frames would automatically appear. So it looks like we'll have to do this 3 or 4 times till we get the roof put on the building. So we'll reset our legs up. We'll have to swing our crane back around again if we've packed it up. We'll extend the boom out. I say we'll have to do this another 3 times. So 2 more times after we put this frame up. We'll lift the frame up, extend it out, and then swing it across to the left. That's the right, swing it to the left. Right, I'll keep extending it out a bit. I could simply hit the X button and it would fall into place, but I like trying to set it up a bit. Right, pack the crane up, put your legs up, drive forward. I could most probably park the truck next to the block and I wouldn't have to keep moving the truck, but I'm here now, so I'll just keep doing this. Reverse it back again, bring it back around, back a little bit more. Hopefully my legs won't get caught on the frame. Now we'll lift the arm out again. Swing the arm around. There's a fair bit in this job. So there we go, we can hook up our rope. Oh, got to lift up. Lift it up. And pretty much go straight out, extend the boom straight out, and this one will line up. So lift up, lower and keep extending your boom out. There we go. Drop her into place, and once more. Back the crane up, pack your legs up. Move outside the box. Hook, just reverse, move forward. And this looks like our last roof frame. Roof trussle. So we'll go back. Cool, legs out. Righto. Lift our arm up. Swing around. Up a bit more. Swing our arm out and around. Extend our boom out. Right, lift up a tiny bit, it's too close. Extend back in. Out. Extend in. Drop it down a tiny bit. There we go, it's green. Hook our ropes up. Lift up, we have to swing to our right a little bit this time. That's left. Yeah, to our right. Lift up and keep booming out. Once we put this trussel up, I'm pretty sure this is the last piece we have to use our crane for. So then we can actually pack our crane away and pack up the concrete truck. So we'll just lower our frame down, lock it into place. Now it's actually asking us to unpack the last couple of boxes on the ground. We'll put our legs in and we'll move the truck. Alright. Going backwards, we'll just drive this up next to this concrete truck. We'll jump out. And then we'll head back over here and unpack these 3 pallets. Simply hold your triangle button in. Rightio. Now it's actually asking us to remove some more topsoil in the driveway. So as you can see, a yellow box has appeared in the driveway. So we don't need these 2 trucks anymore. So what we'll do is we'll go and put them in storage. So they'll get repaired and refueled. So there goes the crane truck. Now we'll put the concrete truck in. Now what we'll do is we'll jump in our tipper truck. We'll drive this back to our site. Change the camera angle. Rightio. So when we're removing our topsoil, we can actually get paid again to make a little bit of extra money. And this time we've got enough money, so we might actually go to the vehicle dealership and buy actually a loader. Right, we'll just head up the hill here after pulling out of the driveway, up over this mound. First street on our left again. Try to avoid the stop sign, swing out wide. And it's the 3rd house down here with the blue fences around it. So what we'll do, we'll just nose in frontwards this time. Right, Go out wide a little bit so we don't catch up on the fence. And now what we'll do is we'll quickly fast travel to the vehicle dealership. Rightio, we're at the vehicle dealership. Hold the triangle button to enter the vehicle dealership. This is a loader they recommend you buy. It's 154,000. I prefer cat machines. Rightio, it's 154,000. Plus we get a 10% discount since we've got more fleet. So we'll buy this machine. It works out 143,000. Rightio, another good addition to the fleet, which will come in handy. What I'll do is I'll jump in it, we'll change the camera view, lift our bucket up, and now what we'll do is we'll head back to the work site. So I'll drive the machine back. What I'll do is I'll cut the video and I'll catch up with you when we get closer to the job site. Rightio, we're coming up on the job site, so I'll pull up here. I'll change the camera angle so we can see outside. And I'll swing into the job site and I'll square up. What we need to do is excavate the dirt out of the driveway. So that's this yellow marked box on the ground. So we need to drop our bucket down and dig inside the yellow box. As you can see, we've got a yellow line going around our speedo. This shows you the volume of dirt in your bucket. We've got just over half a bucket. So I might actually swing around and dump this in the truck. I'll turn the front around a bit. Kick her in. Doesn't look like it's going to take many scoops to actually excavate out this area. So we'll drop our bucket back down. We'll try to cut in a bit early so we get a bit more material. As you can see, the red area is where we've got to clear. Bring that view up by holding down the triangle button. I'll just drop it in here and dig in a bit more. Bit more power digging in. Stop just short of the building so you don't actually wreck the building. We'll reverse back. Right, swing around and we'll do, it's like we can do one more cut and we should finish the driveway. Just get this bucket out. Swing back in. That's it. And swing back. Cat loaders are a lot easier to drive than this. I've driven quite a few cat loaders over the years. And we'll do one more cut on this far right hand side. A little bit outside actually the yellow box so we get it all. And this one more cut should actually finish the job. Drive the bucket in, keep going forward, and there we go, we've hit 100%. So we'll just tip this bucket out. It's asking us to clear the job site. So we'll dump this bucket inside the dump truck. It's actually asking us to get a load of gravel now. So what we'll do is we'll dump this bucket of soil in the truck. I'll move the loader out of the way. And then what we'll do is jump in the dump truck, sell the dirt in the back of it, then quick buy a load of gravel and tip it out. Righto, so we jump in the truck, we go to the little man, go to sell the soil. We just made 2.5 grand, same bloke, and then we highlight the gravel and we purchase a load of gravel. And what we'll do is change our camera angle. As you can see, our truck is now full of gravel. So what we'll do is we'll drive outside the driveway and we'll reverse down the driveway and slowly tip the gravel out in the area we've just excavated. So we'll swing on the grass and swing around and try to square up. So we'll reverse back around into the driveway. Keep swinging around. I'll try to reverse all the way back down to the front of the garage, and then we'll start lifting our tub up. Right, keep going back, keep going back a bit more, swing so we're inside the box, square up, try to estimate far enough back without actually going into the driveway. Right, as we start tipping out the gravel, you'll see our percentage going up. So we'll just nudge forward a little bit as we go. And once we hit 100%, keep tipping in the 70s, 80s, 90s, keep going a little bit further. Go up a little bit. Right, lift up again. So we hit 100%. Now it's actually asking us to clear off the job site. Once we do this, it should automatically spread the gravel out. There we go. Now it's asking us to roll the gravel. So what we'll do is we'll jump out of our truck and we'll put the loader and the truck back in the storage so they get repaired and refueled, and then we'll grab our roller. So we'll put it in storage. Rightio, we should be able to get our loader and put in the storage. And now we'll bring our roller out of storage and then hold the X button in the fast travel to our roller. Then we'll fast travel our roller to the job site. Rightio, I'll change the angle on the seat. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on your bottom left hand side of your screen. Now what we'll do is we'll head up to the job site and just roll in the driveway. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I've got just under 300 subscribers. I'm trying to get 500 within the next couple of months. So please subscribe. Remember to turn your vibrator on when you roll the driveway. And what we'll do is, looks like we only need 2 runs, up and down. So we'll try to drive all the way up to the front of the shed without knocking it down. And we'll reverse to the back, and as we reverse backwards we'll swing over to the right hand side and we'll roll this right hand side. This is nice and quick and easy job to roll the driveway. Go all the way into the shed, and now we'll reverse all the way off the job, and we should pick up that 2% we haven't actually done, which should be in this top corner. And there we go, it's all done. Now what we need to do is clear the roller off the job site, so we'll turn the vibrator off. And there's a foreman we need to talk to. So what we'll do is we'll straighten up this roller on the edge of the road here, and we'll jump out, run around and talk to the foreman, and this should finish the garage extensions. Right here. We'll return this roller back to the storage. Alright, it's in storage now. And now we'll go over and talk to our foreman. Just walk over, hold our triangle button down, and we'll talk to the foreman. And there you go, job complete. Another nice easy job down the drain. So hopefully in the next one we'll either look at building a house or doing another extension on a house. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Hope you liked the video.